I just noticed my mic is muted. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Eureka Springs channel. I'm Melody Purdy, your host. Too many buttons to push. I really should hire someone else to just push buttons. Yeah, I'll do that next time. You're watching Eureka Springs channel, and we're coming to you live every Wednesday at 5 p.m., where we bring together a lot of our entrepreneurs, our musicians, our professionals who make their living and right here in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, where we are in our little own slice of paradise in the Northwest Arkansas corridor. Today, we are going to introduce to you guys, if you haven't already seen this gentleman, you will be in for a treat today. Mr. Mike Gruning is from SixtyOn. That's the name of his little gig that he does, and he's a professional musician who makes his living here in Eureka Springs, and wanted to introduce to you his work. So let me bring on Mike. I don't know, let me see if I can push enough buttons and get him on here correctly. Hey, Mike.
Hi, how you doing?
So, I know you're a guitarist, and so you could probably relate to this whole, the left hand knowing what the right hand's doing, and then the something has to come out of the mouth, right?
Well, you hope so. Sometimes
So,
it doesn't always work that way, but you
yeah,
want
well,
it to happen that way.
case in point today for me, right?
Yeah.
So thanks for doing this with us today.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. This is great. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're a professional musician. How long have you been playing, Mike?
Oh, I probably got my first guitar when I was 11, 12 years old. I've been playing music my whole life. I've been doing this kind of solo routine thing probably for 20 plus years. I really just kind of fell into it and became when I retired several years ago from my professional job and kind of just started doing the solo work exclusively, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been a great time, great run for me.
Well, you certainly have been entertaining a lot of people here locally. And how long have you been in Eureka now playing? I know
I've
you
been
lived here a
playing.
while.
Yeah, I've lived here for a little while. I've been playing for about 4 or 5 years now here in Eureka
Okay.
in different places. Currently playing at Nick's restaurant cafe downtown, and it's been a great place for me. I can sit there and I usually play 3 or 4 hours, and I let people do requests. I have a song list I hand out that has about 150 songs on it, and we just have a good time.
Yeah, so you're one of the few people around town that you can actually have requests to, and you pretty much know everything. But what would you say? What type of music do you like to play? I guess is
Well,
that
I grew up 60s, 70s. Those are probably my big years that I really kind of focus on music during that period. Late 60s through the 70s. I grew up listening to a lot of Creedence Clearwater, all the way to America, to Three Dog Night, to just tons of music, and I play everything that I always have enjoyed listening to. So that's what I put on my song list, and that's what I focus on. And it's just been a really good time.
so. How do people describe? You have a very unique voice, and I can't wait. We're going to let you sing here in a minute, but how would people? Have you had everybody come up to you and say, you sound just like?
Well, it's always a compliment when you can sound like somebody that's out there that's a big time professional. But I probably sound a little bit in between maybe John Fogerty to a little bit of the America sound. I try to keep a full range of music where I sing, not just in one place. So it's kind of me is what you get. It's me interpreting these songs. I don't try to learn them exactly. I learn them
Right.
and make them mine. And
Sure.
love to have people sing with me. I get that a lot. So it's just a good time to sit and have fun.
Yes. Well, I know a lot of people do like to sing along with you. I've experienced that when I've been around you. You have a lot of great tunes that are people just really do want to join in on.
Well, thank
So
you.
let's just jump in. Why don't you give us a little sampling of sing us a little something, Mike? You don't
Okay.
mind?
No, not at all. Here we go. As long as I remember, the rain's been coming down. Clouds of mystery pouring confusion on the ground. Good men through the ages trying to find the sun. And I wonder, still I wonder, who stopped the rain.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Love that. Beautiful.
Thank you.
It's good. You've got quite the range there. A tenor almost, right?
Well,
got a tenor voice?
I think my natural voice is probably there, and a voice is just like anything. The more you work it, hopefully the better it is. And I'm sure I sound better on some songs than others, but, I try to make it all work. And, the guitar work's always part of it. And I do a lot of picking, and it makes it really fun.
Play us something else. Play me something else.
Okay.
Play something
else. Got
a
tune here that was I wrote and is out on my website. So I'll do a little bit of it here.
Okay, great.
Seen through the eyes of someone who cares. You wonder how and why they are there. So long, no one to share. Just reach out and care.
Beautiful.
Well, thank
Beautiful. You. I'm just what? So you write songs too. What inspires you? I mean, it's a very soothing sound.
Well,
do you find this to be your therapy, so to speak?
Well, that was actually my pandemic song. There, it's written with the mindset of people who had to be kind of thrown together, in the medical profession with people dying, and it was just a horrific time, and I don't think enough has been done to kind of reinforce that. And I don't think we all understand what we've been through yet.
Not quite, yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be a while before we really register what we've been through. So I wrote that song in my quiet time here at home, and I have written many songs over the years. I think anybody who as a musician writes, I think it's just something you do. And you learn from all these other great musicians that you learn their music and you perform when you're out. I do mix some of my own music in when I'm out playing, and if I'm requested, I certainly play it. But I try to make it to where it's not something I, ram down anybody's throat. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't.
Sure.
It's just, and music is such a personal thing for people.
Yes. I'm just thinking too, and your lovely wife, Susan, she's a photographer and I'm a photographer, and I'm thinking, okay, so if in your house, do you have to buy as many guitars as she does cameras?
Unfortunately I do.
How many do you have?
Well, this guitar here I really love. This is a Emerald. This is actually a carbon fiber guitar that I play a lot out. It's kind of unique. It's a custom-made guitar, and I have probably about 10 guitars. I've bought and sold so many guitars over the years, and I've always, you go back, it's just like automobiles. You say, oh, man, I should never sold that. I wished you'd hung on to it. So quite a while ago, I decided, I really don't sell anything. I buy them, and I kind of just hang on to them.
You hang on to them.
And I really do enjoy playing different types of instruments. I get into a little bit of, I like to do a little percussion. I do have a kick drum set up that when I play out, I use. Cool. I do have a harmonizer that I use some. I don't use as much as as I probably could, but it had texture to the songs,
Yes.
and depending on where you're playing. If you're playing outside in a big venue, of course, then you can get loud and crazy, and you can really rip it
Do
up.
all kinds of great stuff.
Yeah, but when you're in the smaller places, it's a little tough.
Yes. So people can find out all about you on your website, 60on.com.
Correct.
I want to give that out to folks. You can, and from that particular link now, can people purchase a CD or find links to all the places where we can go and listen to you further?
Can find links to more things. There's more on my site, 60on. There's also several of my own songs out there. I write songs that are usually have a lot of meaning to them. I've written songs about the environment, about gun control, about, of course, the pandemic now. So they have to be songs that I really enjoy, the topic that I can get, feeling into. And hopefully the people that listen to them have the same feeling. If not, then that's fine too.
Yeah.
But it's a great, it's been a great, music has always been a great thing for me to help me through tough days and help me, course, enjoy the days that are really good even that much more.
Spoken like a true artist. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. And so I know you have you have a standing gig at the moment at Nick's Cafe. Mm-hmm. What day is that on usually?
Mostly every Saturday night. There are very rare occasion that I don't play a Saturday night. Okay. But most every Saturday night I play there. I do play some in Fayetteville. I do some things for the trade program that's out of there, and they use me in different places. And I played at Branson. I played in most everywhere around town at one point or another. I played there throughout the last few years. And anytime that there's any kind of things I can do for charity or thing, I try to do those too.
Thank you.
This isn't something I do that I have to make a lot of money doing. I just do it more for the enjoyment of it. So
pure heart. There you go.
Well, thank you.
So you're still accepting people to book, and
yes.
I'm gonna not only can they go to your website, but I'm gonna put your phone number. Here's Mike's phone number at 479-981-4048. If you'd like to book Mike 60on for your 60on for your next gig. Well, you don't look 60, so I'm thinking you're like you held that number a while back, didn't you?
Well, thank you. I appreciate
you named yourself years ago. This is like but 60 on. I always thought that 60 on is more about the decade that you're singing.
It is. So, when my wife and I came up with that name, we were kind of driving the car and we were thinking of names I could use for my solo, and that kind of came up and said, I play from the 60s on, and I said, well, I'm 60 and I'm going on, so
they're going on.
Double meaning,
There's no going back.
Still able to do it. So,
well, I want to thank the folks that are watching us live: Susan Daniels, Cheryl Evans, Melissa Fennell, Elaine Smith, and Judy Holden. Thank you guys, and Judy Ramsey. You're all watching us live, and thank you for tuning in live and watching us. If you have a question for Mike, or hey, maybe they have a song request. Anybody got a song request while we're here? Let's put Mike to the test. Let's have a special request. Anybody out there want to give a song request while we're watching? Oh, Rick Carlson's watching. Thank you, Rick, for tuning in.
Well, if they don't have a request now, they can come to Nick's and they can.
That's right. They can. They can. Mike, thanks for doing this with us, and for bringing all of the great tunes to our city. You make a lot of joy everywhere you go, and I've seen you at many charitable events, and you were spot on that. You do give your full heart to people, and your music shows it. Your personality, and people love to sit around and have a nice meal and a very relaxing tune, and you deliver every time. That's
very, very kind of you, and I want to thank you for having me on, and it's been a great moment for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to hear more of you this year. We've been all kind of cooped up, so we're ready. We're ready.
Yeah, we're all ready. We're busting at the seams, aren't we?
We are. Can't wait. Thanks, Mike, for doing this, and have a great year. And I'll see you soon somewhere out in Eureka, I'm sure.
I'm sure you will. Thank you.
Bye-bye, hon.
Bye-bye.
Love Mike. He has such a great heart, and his wonderful wife Susan Gruning. She's a photographer, a peer photographer. I admire her greatly as well. Just a great couple here in Eureka Springs. Uh, it's we always want to celebrate all the great things of Eureka Springs, and it is so easy for me to do that. I am so lucky to call a lot of these people my friends, and we're a small town, a small community, and it's just so easy for me to share all the things that I'm crazy about, the people that I'm crazy about, and I hope that you are enjoying it as much as I am. If you're watching us live or if you're watching us on replay, put down in the comments below, if you don't mind, just tell me where you're watching us from. We also have a vlog at EurekaSpringsChannel.com. You can watch all of our segments there. You can also, as you well know, here on Facebook, also on YouTube and Instagram, our segments go there as well. So subscribe, like, follow us. Share all the great things about Eureka. Just click that and share it with folks. We can't wait to see you come to Eureka Springs, and I can't wait for you to come and hang out with some of these great people that I show here on this particular broadcast. So we hope to see you guys this weekend. Check out Mike at 60On this Saturday night, so you can watch him and have a great meal. It's at Nick's Cafe in downtown Eureka Springs, and so get there early, get a good seat, and listen to Mike and have a great meal. Thanks for watching us here at Eureka Springs Channel. We'll see you next time. We'll see you again tomorrow for a special broadcast at 2 p.m. So tune in tomorrow. Thanks for watching.